Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Feuerstein here, and it's the end of the world. The second coming of Christ is upon us. The second coming of Christ is upon us. Blah, 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 blah. And I challenge you today to get right with God. Get right with God. It's all because there's peace going on in the world. And it doesn't matter if Iran gets anything out of it because if Israel doesn't get its way 100% of the time, it brings on the end of the world. So prepare yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves. Get right with Jesus. Get right with Jesus. I challenge you, ladies and gentlemen, to oppose peace, to oppose this fairness, to oppose equality, and to uphold unfair advantages of giving Israel everything it wants, and oppose actually giving some other nation what it might want, just so it could preserve peace. Because we don't want peace. We want war, 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 war. We want Jesus to come and kill most of the Jews that we profess to love. So take a moment, share this video, like this video, share this video. Let's start a revolution. God bless and have a very, very beautiful day. Blah, 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 blah. Hey there, sickos. This is Jay the SickSaiyan popping at ya. And say hello to my cat Oz. Come on, Oz, say hello. Say hello. All right, you want down? I'll let you down. He does not like to be held. And those mats on him, man. Quick question then for you sickos while we're on that subject. If anyone knows an effective way to get rid of mats on a cat, on a house cat like Oz, without having to knock him down or hold him down and buzz it off, or anything that would not scare him half to death, please don't be afraid to drop a line in the comments section about that, because I am really worried about him, with the mats, and they are hurting him. So I want to get rid of them, so that he could, have his, his skin pain free. So if anyone has any suggestions, don't be afraid to post one in the comments. Your help would be greatly appreciated. All right, another quick thing to note here. I know it's probably too early for another God Dammit Josh episode. I really wanted to wait till I had a few more videos before I posted another, but this latest video of his has caused me to reconsider waiting to do another episode. Hi Oz. And you'll see why in a bit. I thought it was too soon for me, and I don't know if it's too soon for you guys, but like I said, this latest video of his it's quite disturbing. It's probably the most disturbing one I've heard so far. With that said, here's another episode of God Dammit Josh. God Dammit Josh! Also sickos, I apologize for my unkempt appearance, even though it's worked out so well in every Josh Feuerstein video or God Dammit Josh video I've ever produced up to this point. So I usually don't like letting my scrub grow out or having my hair all ratty or whatever. It's just with the urgency of this video, I held off on it for now. So hopefully next video I'll be more clean looking.
Hey guys, what's up? Josh Feuerstein here.
Oh my God. If I see this guy in another video again, it's gonna be too soon. Too fucking soon. It'll be too soon. Because every time I see his fucking face on my screen, I get the urge to put a bullet in my head. Just cock the hammer back, stick it to my head, or you know what, better yet, it might just graze me. I want to put it in my fucking mouth, okay? Just put the fucking gun in my mouth and just go. Let's continue on, shall we? I know I don't really want to, but for the sake of this video, I must. And to be honest, if any of you guys out there can stomach Josh Feuerstein without having to run to the toilet and throw up, you're much braver people than I.
Look, we are living in the end of time.
Really? The end of time? Like, end of the world? No. 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 There's so much to do. I gotta be able to... I need to go to Disneyland. I need to go visit Japan. I need to do a bunch of these things if the world is gonna end. Please, I want more time. Wait. What? You mean this has been said before and every prediction has failed this time? So this guy's just this guy Feuerstein. He's just the newest one. What a relief.
And I can prove it to you using the Bible.
We're living in the end of time and you can prove it to us using the Bible. Before I go on to see what this guy is actually going to say, I want to make a note here. The Bible is not evidence for anything. It's an article of fucking faith. Okay? There are some good things in the Bible. Solid, wisdom. But you know what? The Bible also says the earth is flat, fixed on 4 pillars, and the sun rotates it. We all know, any of us that have ever fucking taken a science course or cared to believe what we hear in the science course. I know some of his followers obviously don't. We all know that not to be the fucking case. Oh, and if you want to make mentions about, well, the Bible doesn't say the earth is flat. Really? Read it carefully. And besides, I know the Bible describes it as a circle. Circle is different from a fucking sphere. And you know what? I hate to burst your bubble, Josh, but people have been predicting the end of the fucking world for ever since they heard about it. Not one time has it ever been proven true. But I'm a fair guy, Josh. I'll let you take your shot at predicting the end. I'll let you have your say on why you think that is. I personally disagree with you, but hey, I'm an open-minded guy. Or at least I try to be. So, let's hear what you have to say.
Something that's happening today that was written in the Bible a long time ago. Proof for this hour and this generation that we need to get ready and get our hearts right with God because He's coming back soon and very soon.
In your opinion, of course.
You know, the Bible says that in the end of time that all nations are going to turn against Israel. They're going to be united against Israel.
Oh my fucking God. This stupid. Let me tell you something, Josh. Or no. Let me ask you something. What makes you think people are standing against Israel? I guess I'll go further down the video to find out why that is, why you think that is. But you know what? Here's the thing. I think a lot of it is over this stupid fucking Iran nuke deal. Have you even read what that entails? Josh, it is the job of our world's leaders, in order to avoid unnecessary and unwanted conflict and war, let alone World War III, by trying to achieve peace through the best possible means. It is their job in situations like this to try and come up with the best possible peaceful solution that will mutually benefit all parties involved. Let me tell you a thing or two that I've heard about the Iran nuke deal. I haven't read it. I don't know where to go to read it. I mean, I should Google it, but here's the thing. To my understanding, here's what it doesn't say. It does not give Iran the right to keep and have nukes, like, warheads, weaponry. They're allowed nuclear technology for research and, power, and powering purposes, like giving electricity to homes. They're allowed that, and they're only even allowed that under the condition that the committee that the UN appointed is constantly up their ass 24/7, and everything the Iranian government does with the nuclear technology has to be run by that committee for approval, so that they're not using it to build weapons. This was an agreement that's supposed to mutually benefit both Iran and Israel. It's not our fault, and it's not the government's fault. It's not fucking UN's fault. It's not Obama's fault. It's nobody's fault that Netanyahu, the prime minister, didn't want to make a compromise. This was the best possible peaceful solution. If you have a better idea on how everybody can mutually benefit, I'd like to hear your thoughts, Josh. But that's the thing. Do you even have any ideas? Because from what I'm understanding, you, Huckabee, these religious leaders, all these motherfuckers that you support in Congress and everybody else, like Michelle Bachmann or Sarah Palin, these people that are pushing your God agenda, like you, they don't want peace. Is that it? You really don't want peace. You want to be in a constant state of war, and you're not happy unless Israel eradicates everybody that's not Jewish or Christian, or not saying that's what the end goal is here, but I understand that the end you're trying to achieve is to fulfill a prophecy so that your Lord and Savior can come flying down from the clouds like this and kill most of the Jews you profess to love anyway. What the fuck? www.whatthefuck.com.
And we always thought that was unthinkable, because Israel and the United States were so close and such great allies.
Well, I don't have a problem with the U.S. and Israel being allies, except Israel's doing quite a few bad things. You may not see them as bad, but they are. And you have to admit that Benjamin Netanyahu is a fucking asshole. And, there's quite a few Jews out there that are against what he's doing. Come on now.
In fact, the Bible says that God's going to bless those that bless Israel and curse them that curse them.
Pure fucking speculation.
And so it is that for over 200 years now, we have had an incredible relationship with Israel.
As to the idea that the U.S. has been in close ties with Israel for the last 200 years, I don't know about that. I don't really know for sure, so you could be correct, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that you are without fact checking. And I might actually do that in this video if I get a chance to. If I don't, and I find out you were right about that, I will mention that in the comments. I'm a fair guy. I will, I will point out when you happen to be right in the rare instances that you are. Because, well, even a broken clock is right twice a day. And yes, that was a stab at Rick Perry. But yeah, Josh, even a broken clock is right twice a day. So I'm not going to be too shocked or impressed that you happen to be right on at least one thing. I also want to add that regardless of our relationship with Israel, it should also be noted that, especially from the country's inception, we never declared enemies with Palestine or any Mohammedan nation. And and the Treaty of Tripoli states that, in addition to not being a Christian nation. But then again, I shouldn't say that so often because I've repeated that enough times. And given the fact that you're a far right-wing conservative Christo-fascist, I'm pretty sure that facts aren't going to mean anything to you. You just don't care about the facts. So why should I attempt to keep speaking to one who won't listen? In fact, the only reason I'm even doing it like this is to get the word out to my audiences just what kind of a shitheel you really are, Josh.
God has shown his face and his mercy and his blessing and favor upon us because of it.
Really? He did? God showed his face? In front of how many witnesses? How come there are no records of this in any American journal of anything, newspapers or what have you? So I'm going to ask you simple. I want dates, times, locations. Pics or it didn't happen, motherfucker.
But do you realize that Obama, who pretended to be a Christian to get into office,
pretended to be a Christian? I bet you also believe that he was born in Kenya too, right, Josh?
who's not a Christian, has been nothing more than a pawn of Satan himself.
Let me ask you something, Josh. What criteria do you use to judge if somebody is a Christian or not? What are your standards? By what standard do you judge whether somebody is a Christian or not? Is it the fact that is it whether or not they agree with you personally? Or is it maybe something else that I'm not being told, like a person's skin color? Now, I don't have enough information to determine whether or not you actually are a racist, Josh. But, you know, I notice a lot of people that follow you happen to be fucking racists. I don't see them. I don't see all of them on your page. In fact, the majority of the comments I see on your page are just from religious bigotry, as opposed to skin color. But you know, but my question here is, and it has something to do with the president's race. Because, you know, there are other presidents that have done exactly what Obama has done that happen to be, you know, but you don't raise a stink about them. In fact, I never even fucking heard of you prior to Obama's presidency. I don't know how long you've been doing this. I don't care. But my question is, when Obama did half of the things that presidents before him have done, I don't agree with all of Obama's policies. Okay? I don't. But my question is, if this is so morally egregious to you, where was your outrage in the 1990s when what eventually it became the ACA, or Affordable Care Act, aka Obamacare? Where was your outrage when that was first proposed in the 1990s by Mitt Romney and other Republicans? Where was your outrage? Where was your outrage about that? Like I said, I don't know how long you've been doing this, and I don't care. But I know most of you and the Tea Party motherfuckers, you know, they wait till Obama is in office to outpour their fucking rage. Now, let's take a look at the differences between what Obama has done and what other presidents, between Obama and the other presidents in terms of policy and everything else. There's not that much of a difference. I mean, there's some landmarks. I mean, Obama was the first president to actually get this ACA thing through, but that's the thing. What is the difference? What is the most notable difference between Obama and the other presidents? Obama is half black. And you know what? So what if he's not a Christian? The Constitution declares that no religious test shall ever be required to hold public office. Can't you get that through your fucking skull, Josh? No, I think the problem is you're a religious bigot. You're an alarmist. You're a fearmonger. And possibly a closet racist. Let's continue.
Has actually drafted legislation, and Congress is voting on it right now, that we're going to enter into a treaty with Iran. Check this out. Muslim terroristic Iran.
Muslim terroristic Iran. Well, first off, Josh, I'm not going to deny that Islam is a religion of terror. In fact, just about all the Abrahamic religions are religions of terror. Christianity is a religion of terror. Islam is a religion of terror. Judaism is a religion of terror. It's just that one of these religions takes that more seriously than the other two. Okay? Your God is a terrorist. The Bible even says so. By definition, your God is a terrorist. Now, that being said, not all Muslims are terrorists. Not all of them. Stop lumping them all into one fucking category. I know it's hard given the fact that terrorists happen to be the majority, of Islamic practitioners. But you know what? To say all Muslims are terrorists is like saying that all Irish drink and all Japanese eat sushi. Now, that's not the best comparison because I'm comparing because right there I compared a religion to race. And like I said, that's not the same thing. But that's the closest thing to it because to a lot of people, Arabs and Muslims are one and the same. To a lot of people, Islam is a race. It's not. It's a religion, but it's also a culture. So like I said, it's hard to define, but still, that's the best comparison I can come up with. The point is, not the entire barrel isn't rotten, okay? There are a few good apples in there. And while I touched on this before, I will touch on it again. I'll repeat it here. The treaty does not allow Iran to have nuclear weapons. They're only allowed nuclear power for research and electricity purposes, and confined to strict approval by a nuclear peace committee that's appointed by the UN. These people are going to be up the Iranian government's ass 24/7. And again, this was the most peaceful solution that could be worked out at this time. But I already said that.
Yes, them. The ones that threatened to destroy Israel, the one that said that their main purpose on earth is to war and wage jihad against Israel. We're signing a treaty with them right now. Congress has it right now that says that we're going to back them up and be unified with them should Israel attack them and should they go to war with Israel.
Absurd. I want sources right fucking now, Josh. I want your sources right now that says that we're going to back Iran if they attack Israel. Release the documents. Release that shit. I want fucking proof of that. But there is none. You made it up! And I already pretty much figure out where you stand on this issue, Josh. You don't want peace. You want war. You want to fulfill a dumbass prophecy foretold by a fake religion because you want your fake God to wipe out most of the Jews that you claim to love anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in that hour, and it's time for the church to wake up and understand and realize that we are living in important and imperative times, and that if your heart is not right with God...
Which God, Josh? There's a whole fucking plethora of them. Which God?
That you need to get back into a relationship with Jesus.
Oh, that God. Your God, right? Can I ask you a question, Josh? A question I've asked many Christians throughout the years I've debated them. You'll just dodge it, but I'm going to ask you anyway. What exactly makes your God any less made up than anyone else's? Where's the difference? Where's the deciding factor? There is none. There isn't one, jackass. Nice try though. Nice bit of sophistry.
If you've strayed away from God, I'm telling you, he's waiting tonight, because this is not the hour to be messing around. This is not the hour to be half in and half out.
This is not the hour to make false predictions like everyone else before you either. But I don't see that stopping you.
This is not the hour to be running away from God. You need to run to him.
I believe it was Voltaire that once said, "It is difficult to remove fools from the chains they revere." That's basically what Josh Feuerstein wants his flock to do. That's what he wants people like you to do. To embrace, to run into the arms of this loving God that loves you so much that he will subjugate you, enslave you, have you deny who and what you are, deny your natural functions, deny basic, and if you don't, he'll smite you. Being how he created you apparently is a crime punishable by death. It's a good thing I don't believe in this God. It's a good thing I don't believe he exists. Because if he did, I'd be fucked. You know why? Because there's no way in fucking hell I would ever worship such a monster. But I don't have anything to fear from him, because he's not real. And even if there was a God out there, I refuse to believe that's the God that's there. Because a God is supposed to be just. The Bible's description of the Christian God and the biblical God, or whatever you want to call him, to me is more in line with that of a demon than a just protector. Just putting that out there.
Because he's coming back soon, and very soon. And at that moment, there's no more hope. There's no more salvation. Now is the time.
Yep, now is the time. Hurry up, because my collection plate money is getting low. Hurry up now, because I need that money, because my whiskey and meth supply is getting low. Plus, I need to buy a new gun. Right, Josh?
Because there's a Noah right now that's crying out. It's time to get on the ark.
What ark?
It's time. You can begin to see the rain clouds beginning to form in the sky.
Rain clouds? Really? Let's check that. Let's put this rain cloud theory of Josh's to the test, shall we? Hi, sir. Hi, baby. All right, let's take a look and see if there's these clouds in the sky that Josh is talking about. Well, it looks clear enough out here. Sun hitting the grass. Let's walk out here a little bit. Fucking sun. Should have worn my sunglasses. See? I don't see no clouds. I mean, yeah, there's a few over there, and there's probably a few over there between them trees and over there. But no storm clouds, dude. No fucking storm clouds. Let's see if there's any over this way. Yeah, just a couple, but nothing like what you're talking about, dude. As you can see, no fucking storm clouds. In fact, it's a very nice day outside. I might just open the couple windows, you know, the door, you know, let some nice fresh air in. That's the one thing I can't stand about winter, why I dread its coming. I can't open windows and fucking get some fresh air in. This isn't the kind of house that, you know, that you get fresh air in with all the windows shut. But I digress. Anyway, Josh, the only time I'll ever trust a prediction of gathering storm clouds is if I see it on the fucking 9 o'clock news with the 5-day forecast or the Weather Channel. Okay? Those are the only people that have any business talking about gathering storm clouds. Moving on.
It's time to get in before the door closes. So I challenge you tonight, if your heart's not right with God, I challenge you to find a place, hit your knees, and make sure that you repent and that you come back to a Father that is waiting with arms wide open to love you and to give you mercy and grace and forgiveness.
Really? That's funny. My father's name is David. Not God. But if you want, I'll take you up on that suggestion right now. I'll be right back. Excuse me.
Hello?
Yes, hi, Dad, this is Jay, your son.
Hiya, kid.
I just wanted to tell you today because Pastor Josh Feuerstein here on Facebook told me to do so, and I guess I thought I should take some good advice and get right with my father, who's waiting for me with open arms.
Really? I am?
So I just want to tell you, Dad,
But I'm here in Colorado.
I want to get right with you.
You're in Wyoming. How's
I
that
love
working? How's that going to happen?
I'm sorry I ever did wrong.
Well, that's all in the past,
and,
all right? I mean, yeah, you were a
you
little
know,
bastard, but, you know, hey.
and I'll talk to you
grew
next
up.
week,
You're
okay?
a man now. All right, it's a
All
good
right,
idea,
sounds
kid.
good. Love you.
I love you too,
Bye.
son.
I pray that tonight that you would take a moment and that you would let somebody else heed the clarion call and hear the warning.
Heed the clarion call and hear the warning. Josh, are you telling me that you're hearing and hearing sounds and voices that really aren't there? Since I have this phone with me, why don't I make you an appointment with my doctor? His name's Dr. Yost. He's a specialist in head trauma, disorders, things like that. Maybe I should call him and see if I can hook you up with an appointment to come, to come in like sometime during the week and get your fucking head scanned. Because that's not a good sign when you're hearing stuff that isn't really there.
Of one guy to them that the Bible is coming to pass right now, and it's time for them to get their heart right. So would you take a moment and would you share this video, like, comment below. If you're not my friend already on Facebook, click my name at the top of the video. Let's be friends. God bless. Have a really, really beautiful day.
The great prophet Evo Shandor had predicted that Gozer was going to drop in on Central Park West and start tearing up New York City. And it's been proven. It happened to Ghostbusters. It came to pass. That has about as much credibility as you, Josh. In fact, it has more credibility than you. So get right with Gozer, bitch. Gozer, curse you and have a very, very woeful day. Now, that sounds really fucking ridiculous, doesn't it? That sounds fucking stupid. You know why? Because it is. It's just as stupid, in all seriousness. I mean, I joke around a lot about these things, but in all seriousness, it's just as stupid as Ragnarok with Thor coming out of the clouds and with his fucking hammer and the Valkyries leading a charge against fucking frost giants. It's as ridiculous as fucking the Celtic myths where the goddess comes to reclaim her planet. It's as ridiculous as fuck just about every religion's. You know, that's what I'm saying, Josh. If I told you that the flying spaghetti monster was coming to wreak havoc on the world and save only those that worship him, and cover the world in fucking boiling marinara sauce and killing the rest of the world, you'd think I was pretty stupid. You know what? Yeah, you'd be correct that it's pretty stupid. You know why? Because I have no evidence to back up those claims. So, while you are correct in assuming that, you also have to accept the logical corollary that you have no evidence to back up your claims. Therefore, to anyone with a sound mind or anyone with a sense of reality, anyone possessing a modicum of rationality and common sense or critical thinking, would find your claims to be just as fucking stupid. Which brings me to a question I asked earlier, Josh. What makes your God any less made up than anyone else's? Well, sickos, that's all the time we have tonight on God Damn It Josh. Like this video, share this video, comment on this video, don't forget to become a sicko and subscribe if you like what you see. And I guess that's it for this episode. My name is Jay the SickSaiyan. Sky your power levels later. Fuck you, Josh Feuerstein. Banzai! Blah, 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 blah.